Alright, welcome back to another video in the HTML and CSS web development course. So, in this video we are gonna start writing some HTML. So, welcome in our HTML environment. First I can explain to you a little bit how the HTML doctype and how it is set up. So, when you start with HTML, you always start with the doctype line. So doctype, that is something from the early days. It's still being used though, but a lot of browsers still check the doctype to know what kind of file it is. And doctype is in this case always HTML. And you can always add like extra attributes, right? Like language and stuff like that, but we don't really need that. So after the doctype, the HTML element starts. So we have an opening HTML statement and a closing HTML statement. And everything that is inside the HTML that will be read by the browser. So when you go to your browser, let's close some stuff up. Let's go back to Devscorch. So everything you see here, I can show you this with the element inspector. So we have like the HTML tag. And right here, and everything in between there, that is like shown on the browser file. When you work outside the HTML tags, it's also shown, but it's just not the way how it should be. So don't do that. Just work inside the HTML file, the HTML tab. So we have a title. So the title that is something that is set up for the HTML for the page, so that they actually know what the this one. So like you see here, right? HTML tutorial. I'm gonna make this a little bit smaller. I'm gonna make this a little bit smaller so that we actually can do some work. So this one, HTML tutorial, is also here. That is the title. And let's say we want to change it, right? So welcome to my first HTML page. I'm gonna save this. Gonna renew, and now it's changed again. So this is the title. After the title, we have like the head attribute. So the head attribute, that is something where everything that the HTML file needs is loaded first. So that can be like JavaScript files, CSS. Maybe you want to import a kind of font from Google Fonts, for example. That is all put into the head. And after that we get to the body. So the body attribute, that's like how the body of the website itself. So like you see here, everything you see here now, this is all the body inside the HTML attributes. Really important that you don't forget that. And after that the body closes and the HTML closes, right? So we're gonna explain this one. We're gonna delete what is in here. We're gonna delete it. And now we're gonna write our first HTML. So we open up a bracket. And we're gonna call h1. We're gonna close it. h1 is called the header 1. So a header is always used as like a title. Like if you see on this page what we had before, this is a heading. And let's say we're gonna call this welcome to my journey. Gonna save this, go back, we'll renew. Welcome to my journey. So we're gonna create another header, and that one is called the header 2. And we're gonna call this I'm so happy that I can learn how to code! Exclamation mark. Save this, we go back. And as you can see, the header 1 is really big, header 2 is smaller. And we're gonna add a header 3 as well. Coding is so amazingly cool. Go back to the page, renew. I think you already understand what's happening here, right? So h1 is bigger, h2, h3, and it gets smaller and smaller. HTML itself has like 6 different header types. We're gonna write them all here. So we're gonna call this, when I'm a professional coder, I'm gonna work for Devscorch. Gonna renew this as well. And we're gonna add the last two at the same time. Close this up. Haha, kidding. I'm gonna work for Tesla. And the last one is an H6. Haha, haha. So we save this, we go back here. So congratulations, you wrote your first HTML today, and that is pretty exciting. So as you can see, header 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. These are like the standard header types that HTML supports. You can create your own custom headers if you want it as well, but normally this is like the way to go. And later in the course you're also going to learn how to use classes and IDs, so you can create your own header attributes at once. And I think this looks really nice for our first video. We did a good job here. So in the next video we're going to talk about paragraphs, and we're going to talk about displaying actual information. So I hope you learned something in this video. I hope you enjoyed it and that you are as enthusiastic as we are, because we really like teaching people how to do this. And I hope to see you in the next video. Let's get going.